lawfully armed, Justin B. Join you on this Wednesday walking chat. Undisclosed location. Lots of traffic. So I'm going to go camera off. So I've got my head up so I can get run over. Excuse me, Justin. We're live.
What up, peeps?
We already have somebody watching.
Nice.
I know, that might be like a record for us.
Oh, it's Gen X.
Like TMT small potatoes. We're like extra small potatoes. Oh, we had two, but one went away. Gen X is the real one. Let's see, where's the comments section? I can't find the comments. There we go. You said you're late. I can't be late. There wasn't even a scheduled time.
Oh, am I late when I didn't even tell you I was going to be doing this?
We're not late. We're never late. We're just right on time. See if ACR follows me too. I sent him an invite. And then I went ahead and said, screw it. I shared it on TMP's collab tab. There's the link if you want to come up on. You get on stage, you don't have to be in the peanut gallery. That makes it more fun. That watching now is hard for me. It's like I think of funny things to say, but I can't type fast enough by the time that I get it entered. The topic has changed. ACR and his pink elephant on or whatever.
His pink elephant thong?
He was talking about doing it. This may not be as much of a success as I hoped it'd be. The wind is picking up already. I don't know if it's coming across the audio band for everybody back here.
No, but your bird. No, the birds over there are loud as shit. Tell those robots to calm it down.
Yeah. The American robin.
Those bastards are loud.
Zombies. I think that's Armor Zombies. Good evening. Bird is the word. Well, the bird would be two words. Bird is a word.
Bird's a robot.
Holy cow. Justin, we got 15 sets of eyes on us. I don't know how to feel about that.
That's intimidating.
Y'all have anything like useful or important that you'd like to know? I'm undercover. The shirt says H&K, but I don't have those.
It was just a pretty shirt.
It was.
No, that really is a nice shirt, though. I'd wear it. I'd wear it, but would I waste my money on an H&K? No. Oh wait, I can't say it. Never mind. I gotta take all that back because I do have an HK. I got that used one on a really, really, really good deal.
Thanks, Tate. You seen that?
What up, Tate?
It's not new in existence, but new for the U.S. market. The HK VP9CC.
I did see that, and then I saw the price point and was like, "No, thank you."
They'll settle down. Everything HK has that like premium price, at least in the beginning.
Well, I got the same thing as Bad Dream for like half of what MSRP is, so I was okay with it, and because it was still brand new looking, so I was okay with that. But I mean,
I was actually surprised when we placed our stocking dealer order for HK back a couple months ago. I would rather under order than over order and then get stuck with stale stuff.
Yeah.
And it's part of like, to summarize it for people at home, part of the packages you have to get at least 2 of the big lick items, like a SP5 or a HK, MR556 or the MR762, you know. So either like the MP5 pistol or the piston AR, either 556 or 762, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you know. I'm just, for people that are like, what do you say? Anyway, so we got one of the SP5s without the brace and one of the MR556 11.5 inch without the brace. I've sold both of them already.
Really?
And then, yeah. And then,
wow,
all but one of the CC9s, you know, the US made baby gun. And I think all we've got new stuff left is like the VP9 A1.
I'm wondering if it's because you guys might have been the only ones in your AO that had them in stock.
Nah, both of them. So the 556 sat on the shelf for 2 or 3 weeks, but there were a couple people that a couple of bigger spenders in the area that had like sharks had already swam around and kind of like bumped it.
Yeah.
It was just, they had to sell themselves on it. Like they wanted it. They just had to justify it. And one finally did. Fiend Dog.
What up, yo?
We started early enough that he's still up.
Yeah, I know. Yesterday, Paul Made's in here. We're going, what is it? This Wednesday. We should see him later on this evening, too. Some of the other chats.
They're gonna come out with something. I can feel it. Feel it in my giblets. And then they did. They finally, after saying for a couple of years that just wasn't going to happen, that it wasn't coming, that this too. The current CC9 took the place of the VP9, or what they call the SFT9, whatever, over in Germany, Europe. They're rug pull, so now they're gonna have both. And we'll sell 2 or 3, and then it'll probably die off because you don't sell any M&Ps that size. You don't hardly sell any Glock 26s anymore. I mean, I think that size gun makes more sense, but what I think makes sense and what people actually buy are not always the same thing. Because I really think that a subcompact that takes your bigger mags, you know, your duty gun mags, makes sense from a logistics thing. You know, like just stocking.
Because if you ever need to grab one of the larger mags and jam it in there, it'll work.
And most people, unless they've got like extremely small hands, benefit from still shooting just the locked off. Like you shoot a Glock 26 better than you do a Glock 43 or 43X. They may argue about the gun being thicker and they don't like the way that it feels.
Yeah.
In their, like holstering or whatever. Like thin guns have been the in vogue thing for the last, really for sure 5 or 6 years, 7 years. But obviously we've seen that trend played out, and everybody figured out like, hey, these bigger guns are actually better. Because look at the 365 now with the fuse, the macro and the fuse. You're back up to functionally, arguably a full size gun as far as footprint, other than width.
Pretty damn fucking close to it.
I mean, you're for sure like you're longer than a Glock 19 in both barrel length and height, like from bottom of magazine to top of slide, and from back of slide to front of slide. You're bigger than as big or bigger than a Glock 19. You're just thinner.
Which seems to be the solution for a lot of people with their concealed, though.
Right, but the width of the gun is rarely the dimension that tells on you as far as printing goes. It's predominantly that grip height. You know, from top of slide or top of dot to bottom of the grip, bottom of the magazine. That's the dimension that tells on you.
What's up, Crash? Yeah, I mean, but
we got Crash and Kevin in the house.
You're not wrong, but I mean, everybody's body's different.
They are. I think the itty bitty guns took off, the 365, because at the time it was smaller than a Glock 43 or Kel-Tec PF9 or even the Smith Wesson Shield. It was smaller than all those, and it held as much more ammo than all of those. And then the way that SIG made the modular fire control unit, that allowed them to kind of rapid fire multiple iterations and trim packages of the gun, depending on what size or color, etc. It lets you play AR logos with your secondary piece, but also you got to argue that it was an upgrade because it held more ammo. But then really what it was still smaller. Which, I mean, I know on paper all those are bonuses. But a lot of people don't shoot them real well.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, I mean, like, my wife runs that 43X with the 15 rounders in it and the ramjet and afterburner in it. And I mean, I don't mind it. Like, but it's also got FU money worth of parts on it. But, you know, like
ACR, you got a link. Check your DMs.
That thing runs.
Discord, you got a link. Or I can probably just drop it here. I can't just drop it here. I don't know if it takes it as a link, but you can copy and paste it. Anybody wants to come on stage? Just come on in. If I don't recognize your name, I'm gonna make you show your face or put you on. By showing your bubble, get my channel banned. I think the 365 and guns like that really were for lazy carry. And I think that lazy carry is a trend that's played itself out because everybody realizes that it diminishes their marksmanship. Like, yeah, they may have 10-1 or 12-1 on tap, but they're not able to deliver the goods like they wanted. Did I lose you? Did y'all lose me?
No, we're here.
Okay. Silence was deafening.
No, I just keep muting it on and off. The kids are screaming. They're being loud for no reason. Being obnoxious little fuckers.
ACR, don't get the micro dagger. Get the grit grips. Frame. Just trust me. Grit, grips. Grit like grit and grease. Grips like TMT does every night.
The micro dagger is cool too.
Did that make you spit up your drink?
Just a little. You caught me. It's in my nose a little.
I could hear it.
Good thing it's not a super heavy IPA. If not, I'd be pissed.
ACR, they've got a Facebook page too for all the guys that are buying those frames. You can actually talk to the owner of the company and answer questions. People show off different build inspirations and stuff. You can slap OEM 43X light on there. How long am I walking for today? Well, probably not 31 miles. Um, but
there's only 30. There's only 30 days this month, bro.
Yeah, 30 or whatever. I'm not doing 30 miles today, all in one go. But seeing as it's like the middle of the month, and I didn't realize this challenge was a thing again until like 2 days ago. And the weather in Arkansas is being very bipolar, or worse than bipolar. It threatens rain and then never like executes on it. But today looks like it's really going to be the day. So we're getting in what we can. It's mighty humid. It feels like Louisiana without the gators or the crawfish. Dang, we're back down to one viewer. I can't believe we have 15 people at once. I think that might be a personal record.
All at the same time.
I know. I'm going to blame it on timing. I think timing is what did it. Speaking of bad weather, I've been instructed to ensure the cat makes it inside before I have to batten down the hatches. I have done nothing extracurricular ACR in a couple. Well, that's not true. Last week, weeks are all darn together. Last week I went on a hike of sorts, but I think it was only about 2.5, 3 miles round trip. It was leisurely sightseeing and such. It was cool. We had a good time. No snacks. Squirrels are definitely out. Saw lots of squirrels. Tate said he's got 13 people watching. That's good. And the number bounces around. I don't think StreamYard's accurate because it'll go like to 1 again, and then all of a sudden it'll say 8. I know some of that's probably where people are flipping through on the whatever the shorts feed or whatever live feed. I don't know. Anywho, we got a wild Pat riot. Heyo, Pat, check TFT's Discord, the collab tab. I dropped a link to this StreamYard. That goes for everybody. It's public. Anybody that's in TMT's Discord, that's a satisfactory filter. Follow the link from there, and you don't have to show your face if you don't want to. You just come on the chat, on the panel, and chat with the internet.
Chatting with the internet.
Yep. We got to be sure and get next time TMT plans something. Like next time he's got a topic and it's not off the cuff, so we're not wasting DJ's time. DJ the Metalhead Mercenary has mentioned more than once in his last couple live streams that he would be down to clown with TMT and crew.
Well, now that I know that, I'll make sure to pass the link.
Yeah, I meant to say something to TMT last time about it. I don't think that he does a whole lot of. I don't think DJ does a whole lot of Discord, so I think he's just elder millennial.
Yeah, that's why
he wants it like emailed to him or whatever.
Yeah, I can make sure he gets it.
Yeah, 10-4. We chat too. I may not be in your cool guy group, but I communicate with DJ. he announced those Anorak hoodies like 3 or 4 months ago, and every time he mentions like he's got like partner updates or like stuff, he's like the wheels are turning, but I'm not quite ready to say yet. I have to jump in there in the comments on his Instagram and be like, Anorak win. Already told him like,
oh, I forgot. I
can't.
forgot to tell you guys last night on the chat. I ordered a bunch of frat tea. It should be in the mail in a couple days.
Just the material. Like you're gonna.
Yeah, I got it from a good USA veteran printing company.
Yeah,
and
yeah. He's
it
using
should be
U.S. only
coming
textile
off.
mills.
I forget. It's a female out on the West Coast.
I said textile mill. I didn't say who.
Oh,
Pat Riot.
Got a wild Pat Riot.
Heyo. I'm gonna be down.
He's supposed to.
Down with the clown. Till I'm dead in the ground.
Are you one of those people? Are you?
I might have listened to a few songs.
We need to shake your Fago up for you.
Gen X is supposed to be a guest over at Frontier Survival, but he thinks he's gonna bail.
Well, that ain't right. It's okay, Gen X. I get that way too.
Let your yes be yes and your no be no. If you've made a promise, you should keep it.
I
Even if
understand
it's
him though too. Some of us
an unpleasant situation.
Yeah. I will say this is helping my public speaking a whole lot. Like getting on here with y'all and being mostly unfiltered, intentional with what I say, but mostly unfiltered. It's made me a more confident public speaker. Uh-oh, you did the dog whistle, Pat. Now all the juggalos are showing themselves.
I can't read the chats. I'm driving.
Gen X, whoop whoop. Then he also said that's fair, Pat. So you called him on it.
So what were you all chatting about before I
Gen
got
X,
here?
the burnout is real. Yeah, Gen X, the burnout on the YouTube thing is real though.
DJ Metalhead Mercenary said that he would be glad to be on TMT's show again. And I was just telling Justin that, and then we were talking about, he's sort of promised these Anorak hoodies, like a one-piece pullover hoodie, with just the one generous pocket in the front. You roll it up the right way, it all stows back in there. And, every couple weeks, I chime in on his Instagram and give him a hard time about when.
He was going to start making the hoodies out of his camo patterns?
Yeah.
Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, he teased some artist renderings of these Anoraks, like what he imagines in a couple different frat tee patterns. And a couple of them would be just practical, and a couple would just be aesthetically pleasing. With just everyday clothes. I told him like I didn't care how much they were. I would buy one, maybe a couple, at least until he gets it. Like they're prohibitively expensive just to be Gucci. I can't do that. But like as an investment into his company, I would happily buy 2 of them if they were under $250 a piece.
Yowza. I was thinking like 60, 70 bucks. Like,
Well, it's USA made fabric.
I got
with USA made hands. You know, from a small batch quality. This can be like a limited run thing initially.
For that price, I demand a concealed carry pocket in the pocket.
I ordered enough yardage to be able to make.
I want a little in the pocket that I draw.
All right, let's roll it back a second then. Let's say it's not 250. That's the number. That's the artificial number in my head that I threw out in my mind when I thought not prohibitively expensive. I'm not saying that that's what they'll be. He didn't say that's what they'll be. I just would also not be shocked if they were more than $100 or $150. These are going to be like lifelong outer garments, not. They're not a Nike T-shirt. They're a durable good.
Yeah, I have a Walking Dead hoodie that's probably over 20 years old.
It couldn't be over 20 years old. Just to be pedantic. It might be 15 years old.
Yeah, like when the show first came out, my wife had one custom made. Like some Chinese company just slapped an iron-on sticker on the front of it, but it somehow lasted. And I wore the shit out of it too. Yeah, like I said, I'd be down for a premium hoodie in one of his patterns.
Yep.
But over a certain price point,
start to finish.
Over a certain price point, I'm going to start expecting something other than just a regular hoodie. Like I'd like to see one.
That might be a topic to discuss with him when we have him on. When TMT
I'd like to see. I saw a code on YouTube video a long time ago that I haven't seen anything like it. It's if you're going to be wearing any kind of chest rig, the chest opens up on the jacket, and you can then access your magazines in your chest rig. Or if it's like super bad weather, you can. Yeah, well, it goes horizontally across the front.
SOE just made what kind of like a bank robber style rig that looks like a back brace, and it's just got your mag holders and stuff on it, and it rides real low.
Yeah. Kind of an updated version of the Heat vest.
Yeah.
Like the movie Heat.
I've never seen it. I'm of the age where I should have, and I should have idolized it like a lot of other guys do, but never got me.
ACR were up to 1.72 miles because I'm just leisurely walking, but I'm making a pit stop.
I was going to say, it sounds like you're in the shitter. He had to pee.
Well, I can regale you with the story of how my day's going.
Oh no, what's going on over there?
I just started working like an hour and a half ago. I'm supposed to get to work at like 9 a.m. I didn't get there until 3 o'clock.
Oh shit.
Or was it 3? Oh, I think I left my house at 3, so that put me there at almost 4. they did some work on my truck while I was off, and they fucked something up when they did it. So they had to take my truck to the shop this morning. So my whole schedule and plans of how I make it across the country and back are in complete disarray. My first switching spot usually would get there about 7, 8 o'clock at night. It's going to be like 3 o'clock in the morning when we get there.
Oh, and it's just going to all snowball downhill and just be all screwed up.
Oh, yeah.
Make for a long rest of the week.
Yeah. And hopefully they don't screw off and give my trip away that brings me home, because we're going to be pretty late. They're threatening to give this trip away. Because they've done it they've done it by accident before. We had a holiday where they were closed and that threw everything back a day. So we showed up to get our trip on our normal day, and they're like, "Oh, let's put off till tomorrow because of the holiday." We're like, "Ah, crap, that sucks. Wish somebody would have told us."
What holiday?
I can't remember what it was. It was like one of the major ones that not every place takes off. Like some FedEx facilities are open 24/7, 365. They never close. And some just, close. But anyway, we showed up the following day to get our load, and they go, "Oops, we gave that to the other team that goes to Phoenix, or comes from Phoenix to Hagerstown and then goes back." So there's a team that's opposite us. They start in Phoenix, come to Hagerstown, and then go back to Phoenix. Well, our trip to Phoenix. Yeah. So our trip to Phoenix was given to them as the trip for them to go home.
You would think these people would know how to do their jobs. But
yeah. The incompetence thing, the incompetence deal is like a thing. Ever since I feel like COVID broke the freaking world. Like nobody can do their freaking jobs anymore.
Everybody's half artard.
I guess.
So in that instance, when that happens, Pat, because you drive like a company vehicle or whatever, right? So like, do you just go ahead and come on home at their expense, but you don't make any money, or do you have to stay out there for 2 or 3 days till something else comes up?
Well, what they normally do is they cobble you a trip together.
Some BS mild trip.
That time, we went to North Carolina. From North Carolina, we went to Houston, or no, Dallas. From Dallas, we went to Houston, and then we got stuck in Houston for 12 hours. And then they finally sent us back to Dallas. And then from Dallas, we got a trip home.
And then hurry up and be ready for your normally expected route.
Yes. It was way less miles and way longer. We got totally screwed that week. All because a person in the office went, "Oops." You think there are any consequences for that? I highly doubt it. Oops.
No, they don't.
I doubt it too. It's just it's the gap between blue collar and white collar.
Because all they're gonna do is be like, oh, well, we know the trailer needs to go out, so we sent it. Well, I was
Numbers
just trying to do my job.
To that guy.
My job is just to make sure the freight moves.
Yep, numbers on a spreadsheet to that person. Your livelihood.
That's one thing I always hated when I was a lease operator for Prime. every time somebody said oops, it cost me money. It doesn't matter whose fault it was, it always ended up costing me money.
Oh yeah, so they'll come out of the operator.
The shipper makes you sit for 24 hours and you miss a good load that you had lined up after this trip. Oops.
My bad, bro. I didn't know life revolved around you and not me.
Like I'm still salty about this one situation. We're picking up a Tyson chicken, and it was a short one, so it didn't pay much. And it was supposed to get in like before a winter storm. Like we could have picked it up, got it, delivered it, and then sat through the storm. And it would have made it on that pay week, so I would have had a decent check, so it wouldn't have hurt so bad sitting through that storm. Mm-hmm. Well, they held me there for 24 hours and then let me go, which put me directly in the middle of the storm, which was so bad I had to stop. So then I missed my appointment on the other end, which was a Walmart. And Walmart will not take you unless you're at your appointment time. And they won't make room for you at all, period. End of story. So we had to go to a little teeny truck stop. The company, the dispatch force had to call them, make a new appointment, and then have us deliver it. So we ended up sitting through the storm, but we were on some shitty little load that never made it onto that pay week. We ended up sitting there for 2 full days at a tiny little truck stop that had one bathroom and about 40 truck parking spaces. So one tiny little bathroom for 40 dudes. And it was like a giant winter storm. There was like 3 inches of water on the floor of that bathroom.
Eduardo is super easy, bro. Cut up some cabbage, salt it, let it sit for a little while so you start getting the water to drain out. Add a little bit more salt, and when you squeeze, throw it in a jar and let it ferment. It's super freaking easy.
I'm not looking at the screen. What do we mix squeezing?
Sauerkraut. Same thing as making kimchi. Yeah. It's just like kimchi and sauerkraut and all that stuff's all the same. All the same process. Super easy.
Dude, a kimchi dog sounds like a neat idea.
I do every other week I change from cucumber kimchi to cabbage kimchi just to change it up.
There's the cat. Come on, cat.
I've never done the iodine, Eduardo.
You come inside.
I mean, iodine. I mean, I'm not a medical expert or anything, but I mean, I've heard of people ingesting it for purposes. So, not something that I normally partake in, though.
You're talking about kimchi?
No, he asked, "Is iodine okay?" Oh, iodine salt? Yeah, dude, salt.
Well, iodized salt is iodized salt.
Yeah, iodine salt didn't click until literally after I just said that. But I mean, I just use whatever salt. I mean, I consume my stuff on a regular basis, so it's not like I'm not too worried about it.
True
And
that.
compounding on the shitty day that I just had, I roasted my solar generator over the weekend.
Oh no!
I saw that.
Too much Krypton.
Like you might be able to repair it though, right? Or is it gone?
I think I'm gonna try and repair it. I've got those components ordered, and my son is skilled at soldering better than I am, so I'm gonna have him try and rescue it.
Yeah, even if the board's a little burnt, you can always run if like the trace is burnt or whatever on the bottom of the board, you can just run a jumper wire. I think it's repairable from what I saw.
Yeah, it looks like it can be repaired.
It just looks worse
When
than what
you're
I think it
looking
really is.
when you're looking up the directions on how to hook it up, don't read the directions really, really fast and get to the part where it says series and then like stop reading because the next sentence says 5 panels in a series and then 2 5-panel sets parallel to,
Yeah, that'll
the
do it.
generator. So it's only meant to take 140 volts, and I stuck it with over 250 something volts, I want to say. So as soon as I plugged it in, it went pop.
Is there not like a
So
substantial fuse somewhere in there?
nope.
Not when you're
I-
wiring up the phases.
I guess that component that went PAL is the fuse. You would think they would do something like that because people are dumb like me.
But the part that you boo-booed was the one part that you can't boo-boo. Everything else can be fused except for that one spot.
Alert for everybody. TMT said that he would be live at 9 Central tonight on Prepper Now. So stay tuned to TMT's Discord.
So 10 o'clock for the people that live in the future.
Yeah.
Can somebody drop a link to that channel? Because I don't think I'm a member. I don't think I'm a subscriber there.
Yeah, just remind us at the end of the chat. I'll drop it over on the Discord. And then either Lawfully or I will try to use our due diligence and drop the link for the live when it starts.
Because I will definitely still be driving then.
Yes, you will.
Thriving and driving. Pat Wright.
That is awesome, Eduardo. And a little note for the wise on all that while you're doing it. I know that you're already doing the massive batch, but Ace Hardware has 12 packs, the 12 packs of the Ball Mason jar wide mouth quartz on sale for half off if you need more. Just saying. For like $10.
Forget my purse. I'm heading out. What was
Don't forget your subscription.
The driving check. What? Subscription. Talking about prescription.
That's why I said it like that. Just messing with you.
Always got that.
But despite roasting my solar generator, I feel a little accomplished about the new property. We took the riding mower and the push mower down there and actually mowed the grass. Now
I saw that in the background. Looks good.
It doesn't look completely horrible.
I bet you that thing wasn't happy cutting that grass.
It wasn't too bad, actually. There was a small section that I had done that, like, for some reason didn't grow really tall, so I had it down pretty low, like lower than I normally mow my grass at home. And my wife jumped on it and went and mowed the rest of the grass, and she just left it there. So that thing ate.
Oh, it was eating.
Dang, I'm doing like the cool kids. I'm running off with my headphones. Leave my earbuds. So I guess the audio quality will be better for this driving trip than usual.
Going to the gym now that you got warmed up?
No, I'm going to dinner.
Oh, just as good.
Now that I'm ripe.
Now that you got the metabolism moving?
Yeah.
debating eating dinner. I might just drink for tonight. And then wait for Lawfully to tell me to switch to water.
Switch to water. Just go
Yeah,
ahead right now.
aren't you
Switch to water.
Aren't you supposed to put something in your stomach when you're about to tie one on?
Only if you're in public. If you're sitting at home, you can break the rules.
Say all that again, Pat.
I thought you're supposed to fill your stomach before you tie one on.
Tie one on.
Yeah,
I'm dense.
you're that's what we call getting drunk.
I think Lawfully was
I don't know
mixing
where
it
it
up
comes
with
from.
tying one off.
Oh,
I'm just. He roboted out again too as he was trying to explain it. So then that made it even further confusing. But anyway, I think he's saying you're supposed to eat before you drink. That's what
yes.
he's insinuating.
Yeah, but I'm not out in public, so it's fine. I'm only talking on the internet. Who cares?
Yeah, I wouldn't do that in public. And then, rarely is it for the taste; it's for the experience. So ideally, it's an empty stomach so that I get there for less money.
Ah,
And then I
okay.
Yeah,
I
drink. I drink for
to dry
effect.
out.
Yeah, I drink for effect, not for taste.
Yeah, you guys have to teach me. I can count on one hand how many times I've been drunk in my entire life.
That's a good thing.
Well, I mean, drunk or just like,
I would say even buzzed.
warm.
Even buzzed. One hand.
Because I would say even at my low point back between Thanksgiving and New Year's, I was only truly drunk once or twice. So I can probably
Eduardo.
I can count on one hand all the times I've been drunk.
Eduardo,
Two hands for sure. Sorry,
Eduardo, when they say canning salt, they usually mean non-iodized because it'll iodized salt will change like colors and stuff like that. It's not that big. It's not super detrimental to what you're doing, in my opinion. But like it can give off funkiness. So usually when they say canning salt, it's non-iodized. Ooh, that was a cool robot sound.
Nah, that was a ricer.
I think if you're going to salt cure meat, they want non-iodized salt too. I found that after I bought like 300 pounds of salt. Iodized salt.
A lifetime's worth.
Yes.
Most excellent.
I'm going to be the man to come to in the apocalypse. If you want your food to taste good, I got the salt, baby.
Salt, baby.
I got plenty of salt in all my spam hoard. You know what pisses me off? So I talked to the food department manager at my local Wally World, and they acknowledge the fact that the healthiest version of the store brand spam, the Great Value whatever, like spam alternative. He was like, "Yeah, dude, don't hold your breath. Just buy the other one." I don't know. They don't want us to at least have the healthy one.
I don't even know how you can say healthy and spam in the same sentence.
Yeah, I mean I hear it, and it's not. But I mean, it's still less salt and less fat in it. Not by much, but it's less. Because they have the full flavor, the 25, and then the lower one.
Yeah, there's the reduced sodium, and then there's the light.
Reduced. Yeah, the light.
The reduced sodium has less salt.
The light has less of both.
Yes.
It's only by like a 1%, but I mean, like 1% is 1%. Like it's already plenty fucking salty.
I think the light actually has more protein Like it's got 1 more gram of protein per serving or something.
Oh, I gotta go look. Then maybe I won't bitch so much. I should go look.
I might be misremembering.
I think when it comes down to it and it really matters, I think you're going to need that extra salt and that extra fat.
That's what I was gonna say.
That's true.
That's why I keep a mix of it.
Like if you're going to crack it open and use it, then sure.
I think all those people that are like, "Oh, I'm watching my sodium. My heart doctor said I gotta watch my salt intake." Those people will either run out of medication or expire, and that won't matter anymore. Like they'll either be magically cured from working long, hard hours, or they will croak.
I mean, technically, I'm supposed to take medicine for blood pressure, but I tell you what, I feel horrible on that medicine, so I quit taking it.
Yeah.
That's why I don't take mine. I just don't eat. I just don't salt shit like crazy. You know, like
What's
the only salt I get in my diet comes from seasonings I use that already have salt in them. But most of my stuff's already salt free. But still,
Well, hashtag not a doctor.
I read an article.
Hashtag not a doctor, but I've been told if you're drinking enough water, you really you'll piss out all the excess salt. Like it's not a worry if you're drinking enough water. I read an article.
I read an article that said only 10% of people are affected by salt when it comes to blood pressure. So by them like mass blanket telling people to cut salt out of their diet, they're doing a disservice. And then one guy made a point. It's like if you're having like what do they call it, a something crisis when your blood pressure's through the roof.
hypertension crisis.
Yeah, something like that.
Hypertensive crisis.
He says, what do they do when you go into the hospital? They hook you up to an IV. What's in the IV?
Salt.
Saline.
Salt water.
Expensive salt water.
Eduardo's, yeah, it is. It does have potassium and shit in it, but like it's got salt in it.
Yeah, with my cooking, I add a lot of the French's no salt, which is potassium. So that way, I'm getting some of that in there too. Because most people, salt or not, sodium or not, most people run around chronically short on potassium. And it's that electrolyte imbalance that messes you up.
Yeah, it's hard to be correctly chemically balanced with what the crap that even if you try in this day and age, it's really hard to be chemically balanced.
I've been striving to get all of my vitamins and minerals, which ideally would be from a diverse diet, But I try to not miss my men's vitamin and try and eat.
What's up, Groundbird?
I'll gorge myself on something rich and something extra once in a while. If that makes sense. Kind of think ancestral diets. Like if they all of a sudden were like, spawning salmon, that's easy to catch. And that bumps you up on all those omegas. Kind of do the same thing. Or like they come across a berry patch and eat a bunch of berries. Because I found out recently one of the things, the medicine that I'm on for the epilepsy, it like leaches your body of certain minerals and vitamins. I didn't realize that. And I hadn't dug into it enough to completely understand if it's that it stops your absorption or if it actually like draws it out.
Well, there is a bunch of that stuff that that lives up in the dome piece. So, I mean, it probably depletes it, and it needs to be reabsorbed through diet. Yeah, I thought I read something a little while ago that most of the potassium that people say are in bananas, they don't realize are actually in the peel. So there's actually not that much in there.
A potato
white
has
potato.
more potassium than a banana.
Yeah, that's what Eduardo was just saying. And like, I don't know, it's still not going to stop me from eating my 2 bananas every day.
Pat fact.
I mean, bananas are pretty good.
I mean, they're good when they're still a little on the not right side. I don't know. I
think
where you got to
potatoes
peel
even
it
have an
backwards.
acceptable amount of vitamin C.
I like my bananas where you got to peel them the wrong way.
You never hear about the Irish Scurvy. I haven't. I mean, they're pale.
I was about to say, I trust my ancestors. I'm Scotch Irish. Potatoes.
Potato whiskey.
You like your mutton?
Your haggis.
I can't say I've ever had mutton.
Trust his ancestors. Hasn't tried his ancestral oil. Yes. Sound like an American to me. You hypocrite.
Yeah. Typically on the seafood diet. I seafood and I eat it.
Eat it.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Get out of my mind, Pat.
I eat whatever my wife puts in front of me. Yeah.
Before my wife and I had kids, there was we lived behind there used to be a pub in front of where we lived, and we would walk out there once a week and go do the drunk bingo shit, and I don't know, there's some pretty decent food up there. Still don't know what the hell mutton is though.
Lamb, mutton, or sheep. Mutton, sheep. Lamb's lamb.
I know you can't you technically can't make you can't make haggis in America technically, right? Because of one of the parts that it takes. It's not FDA approved unless you know a person.
If you slaughter your own sheep, you shear your own sheep, you can.
Oh, Fiend Dog is saying it's not just sheep, it's old sheep. So it's gross.
Yeah, something like that.
It's the old ones. Because, like, even old goat is gross. Like, once the goat gets past a certain size, it ain't very good. So I believe it.
That's why they boil it for a long time.
Well, I feel like it was a real big part of that era where, like, they just fucking boiled everything to death and just boiled it and boiled it. Like, that was, like, the preferential cooking, like, was to boil shit.
Well, it was the time-tested way to make food soft and edible and safe, because it was before they had spices and seasoning, and I think really entirely understood that cooking was what killed. That was before germ theory, so they didn't know.
Makes sense.
Like, they can make soups and stews and get water. One, it stretched the meal, but two, they got hydration from that, but didn't understand why that water didn't kill them, but the Greek water did.
That makes sense, though. I never thought of it like that. The evolution of.
I feel like they didn't die from creek water back then.
Well, the ones that did early, and then they just didn't after that.
But they had the gut biome to use that.
Well, and when little Timmy got off the tit and started, like, drinking his own water, either he died or he didn't, you know. So it wasn't like at 27, all of a sudden he got the dysentery or whatever.
Yeah. It was, I remember seeing a guy on TV. He lived in the swamp, and he could drink swamp water. Like he had introduced it to himself slowly, and whatever bacteria and whatever was in there, his gut could take it.
I mean, that is the thing. That is the thing too. That's why people that live in Mexico can drink the water, and then we go down there and we shit our brains out. Like that is a thing.
Montezuma's revenge.
Yeah.
Sealed, nothing but sealed bottled water and no ice.
Or Coca-Cola. You can have the bottled Coca-Cola.
I mean, in a lot of the places where you can't drink water, where you can't drink the water, most things are served warm anyway. So like you just freaking
the refrigerated beverage thing is kind of an American.
It's an American luxury. Like I've been to all kinds of fucking places where, like, I had to learn how to drink warm beer. Like you just walk around shit faced all the time because you're drinking warm beer.
I think I'd struggle with warm beer, especially like when it stops being pale.
Well,
like I couldn't drink a warm Guinness. That'd be weird.
Well, here's what makes and that's the thing about Guinness too. So like Guinness is supposed to be served. Real Guinness is supposed to be served room temperature. It's supposed to be, but and then like it trips people out. But when beer goes from hot cold is what makes it gross. Like, well, more grosser. But like
makes it turn green, as they say.
But like if if you're in somewhere where they made it or whatever, and it's never got hot cold and shit, and you're having it at room temperature, it's probably going to taste the way it's supposed to taste. Whether or not you think that's good or not is going to be on you, but like it's more likely to taste the way that it's supposed to taste. So like Coors is brewed cold and canned cold and all that shit. So like it's got to stay cold this whole life, and then it's gonna taste good cold, or how it's supposed to taste cold.
Man, the best Coors Light I've ever had, possibly the best beer I've ever had, was a can of Coors Light out of the back of a mini fridge at a friend's house after I had finished my 6-pack that I brought over for game night like a long time ago. It's been 10, 12 years ago. Yeah, 12, 13 years ago. And then he was like, I think we've got one or two of those left in the back of our mini fridge. And after I opened it and started drinking it, I was like, where did this come from? He's like, oh, it was.
Where'd it come from?
Okay. You're not going to laugh about it. It was like probably 2 years expired.
I mean, shit, if it hit the spot, it hit the spot.
It did. And I don't know. It may not have tasted good if it had been the first one, but because it was like the 7th one, it was pretty all right.
it might have been because you were already there.
Well, TMT should be going live on Prepper Now in approximately an hour and 10 minutes. Like, share, and sub to Tactical Muffin Top. Like, share, and sub to Prepper Now. You just throw that in the search bar. It comes right up. I don't know if they've got it posted like a pending live that you can go ahead and like get the notification for when it starts. We will be sure to throw all the links in the Tactical Muffin Top Discord.
I'll go ahead and do that now.
If you follow TMT, we'll be sure to get you with the right place, right time. Any closing words from the panelists?
Fiend Dog says girls
prep what you eat.
Not at the same time.
Eat what you prep and prep what you eat. Y'all be nice.
Later.
This is Lawfully Armed.
Out for now.